So first, in order to clean out the gas tank, we're going to try to siphon out any old fuel that's in there. And as you can see, there's varnished fuel, gas that was just sitting in this car. I mean, it's been sitting for over a year at least. And, you know, it's been siphoned out at least 5 gallons or so in here. And we don't want any of that old fuel going into the injectors or any of the cylinders. And it's super, you know, dirty. Even when we first got the fuel out, there was like a little dust or whatever in there. So we're glad we took that out. And then as soon as we clean this gas tank out by manually siphoning it, we'll take the next steps. So in order to remove the gas tank, we're going to basically remove all this carpeting inside the trunk, and you're going to take out basically the battery, and then remove this back panel. And you're going to see these 10 millimeters right here, and there's some more 10 millimeters on the bottom. You're going to remove those. There might be some actually behind this. Yeah, there are going to be some behind this as well. This is actually the spare tire. You're going to have that removed as well. Once you have all that removed, you're going to basically be able to access the gas tank from there. There's also another part where it's connected from the actual gas cap from here that you're going to have to remove. I'll show you that shortly. So after removing all those 10 millimeters from the top and also the bottom, there's some ones in the corner over there and corner over here, so watch out for those. But there's also 2 over here you're going to remove, because you can't get this little gas tank shell off until you get these 2 off right over here to remove the battery little storage container. So next, you're going to also remove this. It's a 13 millimeter. It's what connects this little container, the housement for the battery. And you just can move that to the side. If you have like a little wire right here, just move it to the side. That way you can actually move this out. So after we remove that cover, you're going to see there's 2 13 millimeters on this left side, another 2 on the right side. And then you're going to see these Phillips screwdrivers right here. They're going to have the screws that you need to take off. One right here. There's 2 right there, 1 right there. Another 2 right here, and let's see, yeah, that should be it. So now once you got these other 13 millimeters off, what you're gonna want to do is jack the car up. You can literally go to the control arm of the rear driver's side tire, or maybe the passenger's, and just basically lift it up. And I'll show you next. There's 2 other little connectors that you need to disconnect over there, leading from the fuel pump to the injection lines. Okay, once you get these hoses actually removed, then you have this expansion tank right here. In order to get this removed, you'll see that you can't really get it off over here. You're gonna have to basically open this top part here, and you'll see that there is these little nuts that you have to remove. One right here and another one right over there. Once you remove those, the expansion tank will be able to slide off pretty easily. Then you have to make sure you disconnect this so that the gas tank actually able to take off pretty easily, and you're not pulling any harnesses or any wires. And then next I'll show you how to remove that. So in order to remove the hardtop of the 450 SL Mercedes, you're gonna need a tool like this, and there'll be 4 separate little knobs that you'll have to turn. You'll basically insert it into this little opening right here and turn it let's see, counterclockwise, and it will basically lift that hardtop off. So this is the second one, and that's the third, and that's the 4th knob that you'll have to turn in order to remove the hardtop. I would recommend the second person to be able to basically lift it up with you from the other side so that you don't scratch up any of the body. So this is underneath the car on the passenger side. This right here, right above it, is the fuel pump. And on this side, right above that, you'll see that there is a connector to the gas tank right there. I will check exactly how many millimeters it is once I take it off for you guys. And then there's also another connector I'll show you shortly. So this is a 19 millimeter over here. You have to remove. It's right above the fuel pump. And then you should also have a little catcher for the fuel once it goes down, so it doesn't spill all over you. And then there's also another connector I'll show you here shortly. It'll be on the driver's side for the fuel line. So once you're able to remove that 19 millimeter over there, you're going to go to the driver's side rear tire, and right above it, if you go kind of right to the side, you're going to have to kind of look a little past the exhaust. You need to remove this little secret fuel line that's connected to the gas tank as well. That's going to make it even easier to slide right out. So once you remove this, here, let me zoom in for you guys so you can actually see it a little bit better. Yeah, once you remove that one right over there, if you can see that, it's gonna be able to slide right out. So once you guys are able to basically remove that fuel line right over there, focus so you guys can see that, right above the driver's side rear tire, basically you'll be able to slide right off. This is basically a flathead screwdriver. That's all you need to take it off. It's like a little clamp and it will slide right off once you have that. And then obviously make sure to wear goggles because there's like dust in these older cars and there's going to be a lot of freaking oil coming out of this. So make sure you have something to catch that oil, I guess. So next, after removing those, you're going to try to go to the gas cap. Just basically open this up. There's this little rubber piece. You're going to basically pull that off from below. Basically try to, you know, shimmy it out and it will slide right off. Once you have that, this will be able to basically move right out. That way, when you're ready to pull out the gas tank, basically it slides right out. I'm gonna grab that side and go at an angle basically. But first, more than anything, you have to make sure that this connector is pulled off. So next, we're gonna try to clean this gas tank out. It's probably a lot easier to just basically remove this top connector part. We're gonna just put some WD-40 and get a long wrench like this and basically turn that and open it up. And then from there, you're gonna use some acetone and scrubber, basically. See, you know, obviously it's pretty dirty from the, you know, the sensor you can see. And then if you can see the inside of it, and if you see the inside of it, it's obviously really freaking dirty in there. Wow. Yeah, so you're gonna get acetone, basically clean this out. Once you clean this out, you're gonna put some sea foam inside and basically fill it up so you can basically dilute as much as possible any of that old fuel out of there, and basically try to clean any of the lines and basically reset the system. Want to get a better look at some flash. Yeah, that's really bad.